What's up, crypto fam? Welcome back to another R Bitcoin. As always, links will be in the description. And if you do enjoy this content, we upload 4 or 5 videos a week, so consider subscribing. I'm Bitcoin Jaco9, and with that, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Number 10. Politicians are afraid of Bitcoin because they can't control it. Bitcoin is freedom. Facts. The hiffycrypto.substack.com. Okay. Number 9. Satoshi's indelible? That's a new word to me. Satoshi's indelible legacy is that he showed us you don't need to have money or influence or curry favor with the big club to change the world. Satoshi identified the root of all evil in the world, a hierarchical monetary system predicted on trust. He then worked assiduously for 2 years to fix it. Once he did, he walked away, keenly cognizant of the imperative that the trustless revolution has set in motion did not itself suffer from a locus of trust. Pace every great investor, there has never been, in my humble opinion, a more inspirational, more impactful human endeavor, no less from someone we'll never learn anything more of, save for what he allowed us to learn through his proof of work. Satoshi brought up to the mainstream the high-minded cypherpunk ethos of judging every individual solely on the merits of their mind rather than Mayan? The German? That's got an interesting vocabulary. As I today observe, assorted rent-seeking affinity scam cynical exploits the rationally vulnerable by mischaracterizing blockchain for regulatory arbitrage, seeking to fob off fundamentally flawed, hideously centralized protocols as decentralized innovations through intellectually dishonest marketing and social engineering chicanery. I couldn't help reflect on the irony that all this deceit was enabled by the greatest act of altruism from a man who never sought any investments or patents and never so much as made a dime from his invention, arguably the most seminal technological breakthrough in history. It would seem we're no wiser now than we were 20 years ago when these rent seekers usurped the internet. Originally a decentralized peer-to-peer network protocol just like Bitcoin, plus change, plus Sesla Manchos. Okay. Number 8, Michael Saylor on why Bitcoin fixes money for everyone. What is this? Make sure audio. All right.
The average American, the average wage earner is forced to take their life savings and gamble it in the stock market in order to avoid losing their life savings. My 83-year-old father has to guess which stock is going to go up this week and whether Exxon is better than British Petroleum or better than Apple or not so good as Google in order to not lose his life savings. Because if he puts it into the bank, he gets paid 0.1% interest and it loses 25% of its purchasing power a year. And people aren't stupid. They know that things are going up faster than 2% a year or 4% a year or 5% a year.
Yes, we saw that meme.
So we're stampeding an entire generation into either, at best, investing in stocks, or at worst, gambling with meme stocks and gambling with crypto random dog coins, because no one has a savings account they trust. Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace offering a savings account. You're not gambling on the next product release of Apple versus Google and whether Amazon will get unionized and whether, this pipeline will get approved. And that's not right. And if you put all your money in the S&P index, all the CEOs print more stock and dilute your money. So you don't have to do that. all you're buying is you're buying 1/21 millionth of the monetary energy in the network forever. The product of Bitcoin is just, you're going to buy a bit of money and hold it forever, and that's the product. And it's a very simple product, should last for 10,000 years.
Mostly agree. 10, 9, 8. Number 7, for those asking, will we ever see Bitcoin at 10K? Bitcoin price is closely correlated with adoption network effect. So asking that, it would be like asking, will we see the internet, computer, electricity adoption at 10% again? The obvious answer, fuck no. Unless there is a total collapse of civilization, in which case Bitcoin will be the least of your worries. Number 6. At today's price, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 kilogram of gold. Wow. At around 57,200 USD, 1 Bitcoin can fetch you 1 kilogram of gold. Not that I want that shiny yellow rock, but we have come a long way. In 5 years, Bitcoin's superior deflation, stock to flow, and adoption should get us to 10 kilograms of gold. 10x from here, they're saying 600K. Number 5. A scammer tried to steal my non-existent Bitcoin by blackmailing me with a non-existent video. Okay, so you got some email here, it looks like. They want $1,000. And they say they have a timer. It's one of those types of videos, yeah. Interesting. Number 4, Michael Saylor explains Bitcoin on Tucker Carlson. Simply the best explanation and interview by Michael Saylor on Bitcoin ever. Alright, what do we got here? Is this the same one, or is this... Okay, so same setting. Oh, this is 1 hour and 20 minutes. So if anybody wants to check out the full Michael Saylor, Tucker Carlson thing, you can check that out. I know my boss actually watched that the other day, so that was pretty interesting, because my boss was asking, did you see the person that was on with Tucker Carlson? It was and like I had to think for a second, and I was just like, Michael Saylor? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. So that's pretty interesting, because yeah. Number 3, we got, for the first time ever, the nation with the most Bitcoin mining power is the United States. Are you serious? We better do something about it. Wait. Got that power, need to keep it. Number 2. El Salvador's president asked the Fed to stop printing money. CryptoPotato.com. Oh, TLDR. El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, has asked the U.S. Federal Reserve to stop printing so much money out of the thin air. The central bank has been effectively printing money to buy bonds with the aim of pushing down interest rates, which are currently at 0.25%. However, money printing increases inflation and gradually erodes the value of the currency over time. Yeah, this is like basic knowledge that everybody knows. I don't know why the Federal Reserve doesn't know. Also, I went to lunch dinner or whatever to one of the old Spanish or Italian places I used to work that has a lot of like Spanish people, Salvadorians and stuff. And one of them was asking me about like, oh, did you see the president of Venezuela? I was like, yeah, this, that, and the other. I've been following. Like, I follow that stuff. So it's pretty interesting to be able to talk about that, like real world. Number 1, Bitcoin buying strategies 101. All right, what do we got? Because I'm gonna say DCA, BTFD, and HODL.
Buying strategy. Are you just waiting to raise more money and buy it? Is there any science to the timing of buying it?
We buy Bitcoin as fast as we can with whatever money we find lying around.
All right. And that's it for the R Bitcoin Top 10 past 24 hours. As always, everything is down below. If you do enjoy this content, let us know down below with either a like or a dislike, even though dislikes don't matter anymore. You can always leave a comment also. I do appreciate those, and I do try to respond to those. And yeah, that's about it. Peace, love, and hodl.